So today we saw something in men's basketball that a lot of people are shocked about, and it's something that's already happened on the women's side. It is something that's already happened. So if you guys don't know, there was a player, he played for Barcelona. He was seen as this like unbelievable prospect and a really solid player in James Nagy. He was expected to be really, really good, especially when he was young at Barca. And obviously he was pretty much nearly a first round pick. And he was playing, obviously, he played for the Knicks in Summer League. He played for the Hornets in Summer League. He had his own, he has his own rookie card, and now he's gone to play for Baylor for half a season. And we've also seen, obviously, he's the first player to go back to college who was taken in the NBA draft. And this has happened in the WNBA. So if you guys don't know, this is Nasha Classens, and she has I'm not sure how to pronounce the first name, honestly. It's Classens, but I think it's Classens. But she's obviously a Belgian, and she was taken at the very end of the draft in 2024. She was the 30th pick in the draft, and I personally think that she was a decent enough pick. I fully believe that stash players make so much sense because, well, you don't have to bring them over straight away. But now she was the first stash player that obviously went and went back to college. She's currently playing for Kansas State, where she's averaging like 11 points a game. As I mean this when I say this, Kansas State aren't very good. They're not awful. They're not awful. But they're not as good as they were last year when they had Serena Sundell and Aoka Lee. They lost too. Losing Texas A&M by 5 is not bad. Who the hell are GB? They had a close game against who were GB? Green Bay? No idea. Had a close game against UNC. They lost to JMU. They beat Ole Miss. They got killed by TCU. But they haven't been great. They haven't been great. And obviously 21 to win against Creighton's big. He's had some alright games. Only 11 minutes in the big game they played against Ole Miss. And I'm going to be honest, it's now the stage where college basketball, a lot of people are now like, could our fam go and play college ball instead of playing the W? I don't think she will, but because she's going to be a high pick. But like Classens, maybe the WNBA team said, you know what, we're not bringing you over. So she went, fuck it, let me just go to play another couple of years in college. Let me go play another few years in college. And I don't even know what happens. Is she allowed to re-enter the draft? Because I'm pretty confident she's allowed to re-enter the draft. Because we saw it with Liz Kitley. Like, there were rumors of her re-entering the draft. But at the same time, you've now got a situation where there are WNBA players who are absolutely... who have been, well, not WNBA players necessarily, but like players that have been drafted to play in the WNBA and have gone and are now playing in college. And it doesn't have to be, people are like, oh, what's going to happen? Loads of people are like speculating there's so many players that have been drafted in the WNBA that are still college age and have all the potential to pull a James Nagy. However, it's not even pull a James Nagy because it's happened. It's literally already happened this season. A lot of people were wondering. So when I heard it, I was like, James Nagy wouldn't be the first person. I was like, someone that was drafted WNBA has done it. But yeah, it is kind of a crazy one. But yeah, it's madness. It is just genuinely madness about all this. And I don't hate it. I actually don't hate this. I don't hate the whole amateurism, professionalism of college. I don't even, look, I don't really care. Like, if somebody was drafted, and would you rather see somebody, you know, this whole thing, oh, if you're drafted and you didn't play in the NBA and you're going back to college, would you rather see somebody who gets drafted, doesn't play a single NBA game, isn't good enough for the NBA, and then suddenly it's like, oh shit, they fucked their life? Or would you rather see them get a college degree? Is that not the point of it? Is the point of college sports not for people to, you know, be student athletes and get their college degree while playing sports? Is that not the point of it? If that's not the point of college sports, then what's the point? Like, then why not? Then what is the point? Then what is the point? If anything, the 4-year eligibility rule. You could argue the 4-year eligibility rule is something that's like, should they even have a 4-year eligibility rule? Should everyone just be allowed to play? Should you just be, as long as you're enrolled as a student, be eligible? With the amount of money in it, it's probably a crazy thing to say, but should not be the case. Should everyone just be automatically eligible if they're in college? Because at the end of the day, it's like, when it comes to the eligibility, when it comes to all these players, like, I don't really know. Like, America and I think Canada are the only country that, like, where they have actual eligibility rules. Like, in Ireland, I played college ball last year because I was doing a master's last year. I was 28 years old playing college basketball, and I was far from the youngest. I would say from the oldest. I was far from the oldest player. Like, that was playing. I was far from the end. Or I was far from, like, the oldest. There are people that play college ball in their 30s, people that play college ball in their 40s. And it's one of those things where it's like, America's the only country that has these eligibility things. Like, it's a common thing for players, if they run out of eligibility before they can do a master's, to come over to Ireland and get a free master's. Like, anyway, that is beside, like, that's not really the point. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this type of stuff ruins sports? Do you guys think this type of thing helps sports because, you know, there's better players in the NCAA? And I think on a human level, it helps, because if you made a bad decision, you're not fucked. Like, it's no longer a case where if you make a bad decision and bypass college, especially with the cost of college in America, if you say, you know what, I'm not gonna go to college, like, you could actually be fucked. You could be fucked. I want to go pro, and you've suddenly lost out on an awful lot of money that you would have for college. Whereas now, at least if you believe you made a bad decision in hindsight, whether it be to get drafted, to enter a draft, you can go back in your decision, and, like, on a personal level, like, it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, as a video, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.